Hi, everyone, and welcome again to our Autoflow Automate Repetitive Tasks webinar. I am very happy you can join us today. And in this session, we'll show you how to save time and stay consistent by automating those repetitive actions you take in OnePageCRM. For anybody who just joined, my name is Julia, and I'm part of the customer success team here at OnePageCRM, and I'll be walking you through today's session. I am joined by my co-host Larry, who'll be keeping an eye on the Zoom Q&A chat. So if you have any questions during the session, just pop them in there and he answers them as they come in. Just in case you're new to Zoom, you can find the Q&A icon at the bottom of your screen. Just hover over Zoom and then you'll see it. Larry mentioned already there just a few minutes ago. If you have any questions or feedback after today's webinar, we love to hear from you. You can always reach us through our support email that we just blended in there. It's support@onepagecrm.com. We're going to go through just a couple of slides before we start with the actual demo of today's session. All right, we'll kick things off by exploring what is the Autoflow and who can use it. Then I'll show you how to set up autoflows in your CRM so you can start saving time. After that, we'll dive into some real-life examples of autoflows in action. And then before we get to the promised Q&A at the end, for any remaining open questions, we're going to have a quick sneak peek of an upcoming feature to create email sequences using the Autoflow. This is coming soon. So not available just yet, but it will come soon. So why should you use the Autoflow feature? The Autoflow is powerful yet controlled. It automates your tasks, but always asks for your confirmation, ensuring that you stay in control. It lets you embed structure into repetitive workflows, transforming them into predictable, configurable, if this, then that logic. It enhances efficiency, especially for small teams or solo practitioners, without compromising any oversight. That's it. Let's dive right in. I'm just going to pull up my test account from over here. There we go. So now the Autoflow is an automation tool in OnePageCRM that helps you streamline repetitive tasks within. It automatically performs actions. For example, let's say we close the sales cycle. Our Autoflow pop-up will come in and it allows you to, for example, change status, send an email, add an action, and add a tag to the contact as well. All based on one specific trigger. So if I confirm this, all of these will be initiated and completed. By default, only account owners and administrators can create and manage autoflows. However, every user can benefit from it and trigger autoflows as well. If needed, you can allow users to create, edit, and delete autoflows in the CRM as well. Larry is going to share the help article on how to update user permissions should you need to. Autoflows is perfect for saving time, staying consistent, and keeping your sales process moving forward without the manual work. Now, let's get a practical example and create an autoflow together. To do that, we're going to click on More here at the top, and then go to Autoflow. Now I'm going to click on New Autoflow. And as you can see, the first thing we have to do is choosing a trigger. This is the event that tells OnePageCRM to start the flow. In this example, I want to, whenever a deal stage is updated from any pending deal stage to my second deal stage, which I called qualified 15%. So whenever a deal is moved to this deal stage, the autoflow will be triggered. And now I'd like to set up a few operations that should happen when this trigger occurs. So I got my operations below here. Now let's say we want to add a tag. In this case, I'm going to choose qualified lead. I also want to set a next action, which is down below here. In this case, I want to set it up for a check-in call after 2 days. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to set it as custom days. I'm going to increase this by 2. And I want this action to be performed by my sales rep, which in my case is Pam. I also want to reassign the ownership of the contact to Pam as well, so that she is responsible for the contact. So we're going to go here to change contact and also select Pam. Now I'm just going to give this a descriptive name before saving, so it's easier for us to later recognize this. I'm going to make sure the Autoflow is also activated by making sure this toggle is set to green. And now I can click on save. That's it. Just like that, it's live. And whenever a contact is now moved to the qualified stage on my pipeline, all of those actions will be triggered. Now, let's see it in action. So I'm going to move over to my pipeline. And let's say I just qualified this particular lead and I want to move it over to my qualified stage. So I'm going to move it over. And as soon as I do that, the Autoflow is triggered and you'll see this confirmation prompt pop up right away. This is a key part of how the Autoflow works. It suggests the automated actions, but you still have the final say by toggling these sliders off or on, depending on if you want to avoid this operation or if you want to keep it going. So it kind of helps you avoid human error as well. If you're happy with this, with all of the selected operations, I just click on confirm as we did earlier, and all those actions are all carried out instantly, and I can click on done. Here we go. Let's open up the contact and make sure all of it has been carried out correctly. So I'm opening up the contact here. We can see it has been reassigned to Pam. We can see a tag has been added over here for qualifying leads, and an action has been assigned for Pam as well. All done with just one move to trigger the Autoflow. This is how it supports you in staying efficient and consistent, especially during repetitive parts of your process. You're not relying on memory or manual steps. The process runs the same way every time with just a few clicks. So whether you're a solo user looking to simplify follow-ups, or if you're part of a team trying to streamline your processes, the Autoflow is a powerful tool to make sure nothing slips through the cracks. Next up, I'd like to show you a couple of more Autoflows I have prepared for you to show you real-life examples. So I'm going to close this up and we're going to go back to more and Autoflow. You may have seen it earlier. We already got a couple of examples here. So for the first one, I wanted to make sure that all of my newly created contacts in the CRM get immediate attention. So whenever a contact is created, a welcome email is sent out immediately. The contact ownership is changed to Andy Bernard, who's my onboarding team member. And also an action is set for Andy to follow up with the contact to check if there was a reply to the email, and then to follow up with them just in case it's needed. This kind of helps you that every contact gets immediate attention, and the follow-up is also just simply not forgotten. The next one I got here is to re-engage inactive leads. We've seen it at the very beginning. So whenever I'm closing a sales cycle, the contact status is changed to inactive, an email is sent to the contact, a next action is set for myself in this case to re-engage with them, and the tag is also added for simple reporting on it, and so I can find them later easily. Lastly, I got a post-sales follow-up Autoflow. So whenever one of my deals is moved to my one column in the CRM, the contact status is moved to be a customer, and they also receive a confirmation email of their order via email. This kind of ensures a very smooth post-sales experience for your customers. The possibilities for these Autoflows are almost endless. All right, so that's how Autoflows work in your day-to-day. Super simple, but super effective. Now, as promised, before we wrap up and dive into the Q&A, here's a very quick sneak peek at something new and exciting we're working on, which is email sequences down here. This feature is coming soon. It'll let you schedule a series of emails as part of your workflow. And just like we did with tags and actions in Autoflow, it will be triggered by simply just one thing. In this case, by adding a tag to any of my contacts, all of these emails are scheduled. They're scheduled after 1, 7, 12, 21, and 30 days to really get the series going and to keep them re-engaging with me at different times as well. This is just a very great way to stay on top of the contact's mind without having to remember to hit send every single time for every single email. We're going to be sharing more on this in our newsletter soon, but we wanted to give you a quick preview so that you can start thinking about how it might fit into your own workflow. In case you don't want to miss any future updates to OnePageCRM, Larry will share where you can sign up to our newsletter in the chat in case you haven't yet.